Here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Here's Sherrill's. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second down, Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Rhino! The Huck! 180! Wait, the Huck! Black. We're going, let's go!
Cousins now on second down. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers point their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He may try and run for this, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Get up! Gun. Left!
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Are you crediting your defense?
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down, here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 57 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Freeman again. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. More from Minneapolis after this. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sherrills to return it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 36 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan taking it in. And the Falcons are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Tack McKinley able to drop him for a loss of 4. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Now Forbath for the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Forbath out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now come the Falcons. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. Plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On first down, Murray. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go. Spurs. Lano. 2.
To throw is Cousins. And right with it here over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Two. We're going. Let's go. Rhino.
A first down throw for Cousins. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And now running right through it. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll run it. Here's Cook. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Get up!
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go!
Ryan now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
54, south! Right!
Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Ryan on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Hey, Tuesday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Get up! Let's go!
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. They still can't get it. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He'll look to throw. And it'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 17 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. Bryant tacks on the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Gun! Go ahead, go ahead.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Let's go. Zebra. Black.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He's back to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. And all the way down to the 26. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Two. Hey, steamer. Move.
Cousins to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up,
Get the
man?
rest.
Hey, I got that check-in to go.
I'm gone.
A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip. Good drip.
But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis. That's light.
Too light.
Raping.